Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your man Apex, and welcome to another Division video. There's no intro here, man. Y'all don't want to see that stuff, man. We just want to get into these patch notes, man. You might be at work or busy. You don't have time to, step away and look at this stuff. So, man, we're going to get into these patch notes. I'm going to go through this a little bit quicker than some of these other folks, man. Y'all can pause the video, but I'm going to move through it real quick. Game changes are going to be covering the gear sets, NPC and AI changes, crafting and recalibration changes, which is big, exotic weapon updates, weapon and gear talent changes, skill changes, dark zone updates, conflict updates. All right, let's get it popping. All right, so let's get straight into this right here. The raids, man, the raids are not up yet, so I'm not going to go over it, man. They'll be here in 2 days. All right, game changes. Let's go. Gear will now include better defense rolls, so you better get better defense rolls. Loot containers will now reset at a preset time of day, so instead of them being like every 24 hours, they may like just reset during the time of day. I'm guessing this might be game time day, but we'll see. Gear sets ongoing directive now grants special ammunition into any weapon, including the weapon currently equipped. So if you're shooting, you don't have to switch weapons sometimes to get that special ammo. And now grants specialization ammo on any kill. A special ammo on any kill, not just weapon kills. So that can be skill kills, all right? The hardwire now grants skill damage instead of shock duration. That is friggin' huge. True Patriot, decreased debuff recycle. So if you're running True Patriot and you see the red, white, and blue flag cycling on your shoulder, it's going to decrease the cycle. So I think the word is that it goes from 5 seconds to 2 seconds. Increased damage to other targets when full flag is active. I believe that is now 50%. New gear, it says auxiliary skill battery. Now auxiliary skill battery fit into mod slots and grant skill power. So that's just like a skill power mod, basically, if you play Division 1. So all these ridiculously high, skill power caps that we can't even reach, we should be able to obtain them now by putting in these skill mods, or skill batteries as they're calling them. The NPC AI updated RC Blade to fix various issues. Elite Medic's pulse grenade has been changed. It no longer applies disrupt. Impact radius reduced, and the grenade impact radius should now be easier to see, like how it drops and you can't even freaking see the thing. Now it should be a little bit more visible. Decrease damage of veteran, elite, and named NPCs. Enemy NPCs should no longer be able to stagger players with a melee attack if the player has ballistic shield equipped. This one right here is huge. Drone helicopter, increased health, increased damage, and increased movement. That means, man, if you got a build, which I do, that has a fully loaded out drone, that joker gonna be dancing all around them boys with them bullets in them, man. Decreased outcast suicide vest explosion radius. So that means if that joker explodes like 10 feet away, it's not gonna still burn up and set you on fire. Lowered NPC damage and health above normal difficulty. Increase variety of NPCs at higher difficulty levels. Icons, confidential gear set intel now has a project icon to better reflect its use. Crafting, this is a big thing right here. Added specialized and superior skill mod blueprints to the crafting vendors. So these are the skill mods that you're going to need to craft or to get skill power, basically, okay? Added an extra weekly blueprint to the crafting vendor in the base of operations. Move crafting blueprints from base of operation vendor to Anya next to the crafting bench. That's the girl that stands right there to your right when you're crafting. She's now going to have these blueprints. Crafted exotic weapons will now always upgrade to the maximum gear score of the world tier they are crafted in when the upgrade blueprint is used. All right, that's big. Recalibration. Adjusted cost and ability to be recalibrated for termite, kneecap, and calculated. Recalibration has been changed to allow for the majority of stats to be moved in higher values. So that is going into addressing how every time you try to craft something and update it, you get that whole capped little message. You know, that was ridiculous. I'm glad they fixed that. Weapon updates. The SOCOM MK20 SSR now has a skin slot for specialized quality and up. Chatterbox, man, this is Chatterbox damage increase. Sweet dreams. The lullaby damage increase. Man, my shotgun was hitting at 241,000 when I logged off. I want to see what it's hitting at now. The merciless or the ruthless damage is increase. Pestilence damage increase. Told y'all boys don't get rid of that pestilence, man. I knew that was coming. The eagle barrel, that's the desert eagle, damage increase. The liberty damage increase. The TAC 50 now has 2 zoom states. Weapon talent, here's what y'all want to know. Unhinged, reduce damage bonus, reduce handling negative. Not sure what that means. Strained, increase missing armor requirements. Frenzy, decrease weapon damage and rate of fire in PvE and PvP. Preservation, increase armor repair for killing an enemy and killing an enemy with a headshot in PvE. Increase headshot kill bonus in PvP. Now requires 7 defensive attributes. Spike, increase skill damage. Reduce duration, now requires 5 utility attributes. Reformation, headshot kills repair increased. Duration decrease, now requires 9 utility attributes. Gear talents, critical, reduce critical hit damage. Yeah, bonus. Surgical, reduce critical hit chance bonus. Safeguard. This is one everybody wants to know about. Reduce healing bonus. Reduce duration. Now requires less than 4 offensive attributes. That means you cannot use it with Berserk. Clutch. Increase health gain per critical hit. Reduce armor gain per critical hit. Okay, Spotter, increase weapon damage to pulse enemies, now requires 5 utility attributes. Man, I'm already there on that. I was planning for that. Kneecap, increase chance to apply bleed when shooting an enemy in the legs. Entrenched, increase armor repair for headshots from cover. Unbreakable, in PvE, greatly increase amount of max armor repair when armor is depleted. Increased time frame for armor kits not being consumed when effect is triggered. In PvP, it's slightly increased max armor repaired when armor is depleted. Increased time frame for armor kits not being consumed when effects trigger. So that means when it triggers, right, when your unbreakable triggers, boom, you get that buff. It was like 5 seconds, so I'm guessing that that's going to increase Bloodsucker. In PvE, increased amount of armor needed to be depleted before weapon damage is increased. Now requires 11 offensive attributes and an assault rifle, SMG, or LMG to be equipped. Bloodlust. PvE, increase weapon damage, decrease duration. In PvP, it decreased weapon damage and duration, now requires 9 offensive attributes. So this is the whole thing of them trying to control some of these really, really powerful talents from being stacked, okay? Blacksmith, increased armor repair, decreased occurrence, now requires 11 defensive attributes. Skills, riot foam, Chem launcher, increased base duration of riot foam when used against a NPC. Reviver hive, fix further occurrences of players not being revived. Revive time slightly increased. Okay. Reinforcer chem launcher, reduce gas cloud do not. The gas clouds do not stack anymore. That's tough. The scanner pulse, reduce cooldown. I love that. Defender drone will now drain more quickly once a shot has been deflected. Ah, man. Assault drone, PvE. The drone will now more actively look for a new target once it loses its current target. That is Gucci. The old Gucci, though, not the new Gucci. For the Bishop Bank headquarters, reduce difficulty for solo players. Roosevelt Island, reduce difficulty for solo players. PvP, damage modifier reduced to increase time to kill. Man, did you hear that? The damage modifier. People didn't understand, man. When these kids are running up on you with these chatterbox builds, clack, cloud, clack, 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 cloud, they were actually getting a damage modifier that was ridiculous. It wasn't that their builds were so good. It was that the game had applied a damage modifier. That's going to be changed, man. Skill modifier increased to let skills have more impact in PvP. Dark Zone. Contaminated loot. Bosses now guarantee a contaminated loot drop. I'll repeat that again. Bosses now guarantee a contaminated loot drop. Higher challenge landmarks can drop multiple contaminated island. Basic, veteran, and elite NPCs have their drop rate lowered, but now have a variety of high chance to drop contaminated loot. DZ bag size. Default bag size increase to 6 instead of 5. Oh, hell yeah. To 6? Oh, man. From 5 to 6? Oh, man. Tier 1 perk backspace now increased bag size to 8. Tier 4 perk bounce back now reduces Dark Zone XP loss on death. Let's go. Tier 10 perk increases bag size to 10. So guess what? DZ brackets reduce bracketing to level 1 to 30 players in world tier. So in your world tier, that's where you're going to be. If you're in that world tier, you're going to be in there with other people in your world tier. NPC AI reduced damage output, increased time to kill. So they're not going to be able to kill you as quickly, but they're going to be more tanky, basically. Like, you're going to be shooting at them boys for a while. That's what time to kill means. So if it's like taking you, say, like a minute to kill one that's like a minute shooting at them straight. So if they're running around, it might take you like 5 minutes to kill one freaking NPC. Landmarks. Added a short cooldown to landmarks. That's good. Rogue. Remove cooldown. There is still a 5-second toggle cooldown. 5 seconds is better than what it used to be. That means you can come back out the checkpoint if you're in the normalize and get back to work. Thieves End allows players to switch weapons. That's big because that's where you get your special ammo. Occupied Dark Zone damage modifiers added a separate PvP damage modifier. That's big, man. That's how you were getting gunned down so easily, because there was a huge damage modifier. Most people didn't know that. I'm sure you did. XP. Reduce DZ XP losses when being killed. So that means like every time you die and then you respawn, you're like freaking ranking down. Yes. Conflict. The conflict NPC was moved to a more prominent spot. I guess I'm reading that right. Next to the helipad outside the base of operations. Oh, okay. I got you. Armor boost. Armor is reduced. Man, y'all know when y'all got that armor, man, it was game over. Damage boost. Damage reduced. Armor value on nameplates improved. Visuals to better reflect how much armor an enemy has. Respawn. Respawning players are now much more likely to respawn with their teammates instead of you being out in the middle of nowhere getting blasted. Skill cooldowns no longer reset when a player is killed. So that means if you're running with a drone and you die, when you come back, you don't have that drone again anymore. You can't come back out with your drone. Alright, or your shield, or your hive, or your turret. The skill, it says it respects cooldown. So that means if it takes 2 minutes, you ain't getting it back for 2 minutes. You're not getting it back when you die and come back. Our players are now scaled to max world tier gear scores. So that means we're not being scaled down. The lower people are being scaled up. Normalized talent overrides are applied. Budget distribution of unnormalized items is preserved. No additional bonuses applied. Unlock mods and talents from unnormalized builds are affected, which previously before they weren't. Items above gear score 500 will be scaled to 500. So that means if you got some 515 pieces, they're coming back down to 500. Recalibration bonuses are not applied. That is really big right there. So that means if you're running in conflict and you have yourself like a little gear piece that you've like re-rolled and you've got like higher weapon damage or higher armor on it, those are not, it says are not applied. All right, that's something that you need to know. PvP specific overrides. Weapon and skill global damage modifiers. Targeted weapon and skill damage modifiers. Skill behavior overrides. In terms of general updates, we're going to get into this. Text chat improvements. Players can toggle display personal and group loot drops. That is huge. Text chat will now lose focus after sending the message. Group tab will be populated with all raid members when querying for a raid. Improve feedback when attempting invalid actions in text chat. The UI character sheet will now properly update and display accuracy, stability, recoil, weapon slot, and reload speed, plus weapon handling bonuses. PC settings added I don't know what that is. Aliasing? Sorry, graphic setting with ultra alternative for sharper image when in motion. And bug fixes finally. Fix an issue where NPCs in the bounty screen had broken animations. Fix an issue, where they would hold their hands up in the sky like they were doing the wave. That's supposed to be fixed. Fix an issue where players on PlayStation 4 were unable to complete the Big Game Hunter commendation. Fix an issue that could prevent players from completing the side mission medical camp attack. That's interesting. Fix an issue where armor values on AI in the Dark Zone scaled incorrectly. Normally that means it was just a little bit more tanky. Fix an issue where the sniper turret would aim at targets out of the line of sight in PvP. So that means if players were behind the cars, they would be trying to find them instead of like the people that were in front of you. Fix an issue where the scanner pulse and remote pulse were not properly affected by skill duration. That is huge. That means it should have been lasting longer and they were just not working. Then finally, fix various issues where skill bonuses were not applied properly. So you guys, that's it right there. Those are the updates. Those are the patch notes. That's huge, man. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. And I hope that it was super, super informational. If you guys are new to the channel, man, I definitely ask that you smash that subscribe, that follow, and definitely turn on bell notifications, man. Let's see if we can get this video to at least 100 likes, man. Can we do that? Can you do that for your boy? I'm about to hop in right now. The update just came out. I'm just being able to get on, and it hasn't been out that long. My sweet dreams, man. When I logged out, I'm very interested to see how some of this new armor and some of this other stuff is applied. So I'm actually hopping on right now. But when I logged out, my sweet dreams, because I run the sweet dreams. Right now, I think I'm ranked in the top 20 in the world in shotgun kills. And all of my skills come from shotguns. Receive busy bee. I got something. All right. It was at 241. Man, this hoe at 268. Oh man, bad news finna beat him home, y'all. Bad news finna beat him home. Yeah. Man, what is a lullaby at 247? Oh man. Man, where's my yo man. Hold up, man. Hold up. That Joker at 268. Yeah. 268, y'all. That's it right there. Yeah. And the armor updates to see. No, this is still at 300. Oh my god, it's at 328. It's at 328, y'all. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Hopefully it matters, because in the previous update it didn't matter. You could have 190,000 or 300,000 and it made absolutely no difference. So, hey, that's it for the video, you guys. I'm about to jump into it right now. Appreciate you guys checking out the channel, man. As always, man, it's your boy Apex. Uh-oh. What? What? A raid has been unlocked. Go to the helipad outside the base of operation to learn more or assemble your raid group from the social menu. Oh, hold up, y'all. This just got a little bit more interesting. Oh, man, y'all. Hey. Classified assignments are unique missions that are hidden in the open world. Finding the classified assignment, you would need to explore the search area on the map in order to find the entrance to these classified assignments, hidden classified assignments. Once you have located the entrance, you will be able to fast travel and matchmake for these activities.
Hilo almost at extraction zone.
Hold on, man. Are y'all serious? Oh, no. District Union is...
There's not much activity on the outside.
Grant Washington's, man, y'all. I'm about to end this video, man, because I am about to go get my freaking sniper rifle. And bad news gonna beat you home.
Lost the whole shipment.
Bad news is gonna beat you home. But hold on, man. This thing just said, before I end the video, man, y'all seem interested. I'm interested. Man, it's about to go down. If you over there in Division 1, man, I got you. I play Division 1 still myself. Man, you know, toughen up, man. Come back on over to Division 1 too, man. You know, just say, deal with it, man. Just, it ain't the same. You know, the PvP is different, man. You just gotta, somebody doing it to you, you just gotta be able to do it to them. If they merciless with it, you gotta be merciless with it. That's how I look at it. So you guys, hold on. We're going to see that this just came out because it said 2 days. It said 2 days. Classified assignments are special mission available to Year 1 pass holders that tell stories about Washington, D.C. before and during the outbreak. Complete these missions to collect unique rewards. Discover the entrances to these missions and investigate what happened within. Each classified assignment can only be entered once a week. Look for this area on the map to start your search and uncover the secret stories behind the fall of Washington, D.C. Okay, I don't think the raid has actually started. Yeah, 2 days. The raid itself actually starts in 2 days. Alright, so that's it, guys. Looks like we got another special thing that was not expected. It's a bit of a surprise. I'm about to get into it right now, man. I appreciate you guys checking out the video. It's your man Apex. I'm out. Y'all be easy.